Did you have a chance to practice that SCD1, SCD2, SCD3? Any questions in that one? Stefan, Anusha, any questions in the SCD1, SCD2, SCD3? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Anything you can give it. Employee key means you can give in STRL, the surrogate key. Okay, any other questions we have in SCD1, SCD2, SCD3? No, right? Okay, let me continue with the next transformation that is called as union transformation. It's very easy, sir. It's very easy. Okay, what I am trying to is I don't have that kind of data. So I am making that kind of data and I am proceeding with that one. So if you go and observe here, I have a table. I am trying to create a table EMP 1020 as select department number salary from scott.emp where department number is equal to 10 comma 20. This is the one source table. Then I am creating second table 2030 as select EMP where department number is equal to 2030. This is the second table. These two tables I am going to use as a source. Then I am trying to create one target table with the name of 10, 20, 30 where 1 is equal to some condition I given so that I will get only structure without data. Then I want to create one mapping. That mapping is known as M underscore union I am creating. Then click on OK. Drag and drop two sources and targets tables into the mapping window as shown below. Two things we dragged and dropped. Then go to transformations menu, click on create, select type as union and name it as T underscore union as like this. We created it. Now how many groups you want, that many groups you need to create here. If you go to the groups tab, how many sources are coming here? Two sources. That's the reason two sources I created EMP 1020, EMP 2030. Then group ports also we need to create here. How many ports are there? Two things, department number and salary. Two things I created here, department number and salary. Now two input ports are there and one output port is going on. This one you can connect with this one and this one you can connect with this one and you can get the only one output. Finally your output, your screen will be looks like this. Two inputs and one output is going on. That's how we are doing it. So we are capturing here two inputs. This is the one input. This is the second input. And we are trying to pass this one as a single output. Now, if you go and try to rest of the process same, create the workflow and run it. Create the workflow and run it. Let us go and try to do the same job. Let us go and try to do the same job. I am trying to take these two things, T queries. Your target schema is, let us go for database. In the database, what is your target schema? B108 TDBU. But we are going for SDB first. These are sources actually. So I am trying to select here. Then try to execute this one. I executed. Then you can go and you can observe those two tables are created or not. Right click, refresh. Then we got here EMP 1021. Only one thing is came. Other thing is not came. Because of my selection is the issue. EMP 1020 is came. EMP 2030 is not came. Let us go and try to execute it. Then right click on this one, refresh it. These two things are going to act as a sources. In EMP 1020 I have the 10th department and 20th department data. In EMP 2030 I have 20th department and 30th department data is available like this. Okay, now I want to create one target table. Let us go and try to take the target table script. This is what I am trying to create one target table. Select it. Then go for B108 TDBU. There I have there I am trying to open this one. Then paste it. I want to execute this one. We have target table also. These two things I want to import as corresponding sources and corresponding targets. Sources menu, import from database, give the password as RR capital, I text small 123. Then if you expand this one, tables are going to expand. Once it is expanded, we can select EMP 10, 20, 20, 30. Click on OK. Then we can notice here both the things are came. And similarly, I want here target. Right click here, clear all. Then go to the targets menu. Then import from database. This is RR capital, IT is small 1, 2, 3. Then we can observe here. Then we can observe B108 TDBU. We want one table. The table is called as 10, 20, 30. Now source tables are ready, target tables are ready. I want to go for the mapping. Whatever existing mapping is available, you can close that one. Now we can create one new mapping. You can create with the name of, what is the name I suggested? M_union I suggested. So take the same name and provide here. Click on OK. Drag and drop the sources and targets respectively. Source is EMP 1020, 2030, both the things I am trying to drag and drop. Your target is available B108 TDBU, sorry. Targets, then EMP 1020, 30. Yes. Now I am closing here navigator window and output window I am closing. Then this is what the source. This is one source, this is the one source. Both the sources are available. Both the sources are available. Now I want to introduce here union transformation. I want to introduce. Let us go and try to introduce union. Transformations menu, click on create. Then select here transformation that is called as union transformation. Union transformation. And give the name as T_union. Then click on create. Click on done. Then T_union is came. T_union is came. Then I have here department number, salary, department number, salary. These two groups I want, right? So double click on this union, then go for groups tab. Here I can create how many groups you want, that many groups you can create. I am giving the name as what you are trying to store, EMP 10, 20. Then we are going to store here EMP 20, 30. Any name you can give, but I am giving same name so that we can identify easily. What are the columns are available? Group ports. The group ports are, two columns are available, and one more thing always you need to remember. If I want to use union, I think already people are aware of it. If you want to use union, you compulsory follow one rule. What the rule is? Right. One rule we need to follow. What is the rules are? Let us say select, okay, EMP number, comma, salary from EMP. Then I am writing here union, select department number, comma, D name from department table. Will it execute or not executes? Will it execute or not executes? Not executing. Why? Data types are mismatch. That is what the issue. Data types are mismatch. Will it execute or not executes? Now both data types are same, ename and dname. It is going to execute. It won't look for what data you are combining. Only it looks for what is the corresponding columns data types. Suppose if I write in here, let us say one more column I am writing here, salary. Then will it execute or not execute? It will not execute. Why? Because the salary corresponding, there is no column is available here. Okay, sorry, table or view does not exist, is coming. Here it's saying as query has incorrect number of result columns. First query has 3 columns, second query has 2 columns. So what are the two rules? If I want to use union, number one is number of columns must be same in first query and second query. Number two is corresponding columns data types must be same. Corresponding columns data types must be same. These are the two rules what it needs to satisfy. Right. In our case also we have here two sources. Both the things are available, department number, salary, department number, salary. That is the reason no issues. Now I am giving here the department number salaries I am providing here also. Department number. Then this one I want to provide as salary, department number and salary. Department number is number only. Then I go and I can select here decimal. And salary also I can select as a decimal. Both the things I am selecting decimal, decimal. Now I can click on OK. Now you can observe here, I got here two input groups. This is the one input group. This is the another input group. One output group I got. Try to connect now input groups. Let us say this one I am trying to connect here. 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 The output groups whatever available, connect here department number and salary. Right click, arrange all iconic. So this is what is the work we did. Then corresponding, let us go and try to mapping, validate this one, it is valid, and go to the repository menu, save it, it is saved and also it is validated. Now I want to go for workflow, create the workflow and try to run it. Click on OK. Now go to the workflows menu, existing workflow, you can close it and you can create one new workflow. Give the name as workflow underscore, give the name as workflow underscore. Then what you want? Union. Then I want to understand workflow underscore union. Click on OK. Then take here session task. Then I want here m underscore union. I want select it. OK. Try to connect both the things like this. Double click on this session mapping. SQ underscore EMP 1020 is coming from where? Source. That is correct only. 20 and 30 also coming from source, correct. This target is coming from where? Target. So you need to select the target. OK. OK. Then try to save this one. As of now, if you go and see the target table preview, we don't have the data. Yes or no? If you go and see B108 TDBU, then B108 TDBU, then RR capital, ITEX small 123. We don't have any data. Now I am going to run this one now. Let's say start workflow from task. Then workflow monitor is open. It is connected. It is running. It is running. It's running and it's running. Get the run properties. You can go and see the run properties here. Let us say source and targets. So EMP 1020 is 17, EMP 2030 is 14, then 102030, then go for 31. So you people understand this one very clearly. How many rows are coming here? 17 plus 14, the total gives me 31. The 31 is lowered here. If you go and see in the designer also reconnect it, we are able to see 31 records, we are able to see it. If you want, you can count this one by one, you will get the 31. Okay, right. Very simple transformation. I recommend you people to go and try to see the document also corresponding to this union. Transformations guide. Then we have here union transformation. Then go and try to walk through it. What is the union purpose? The union transformation is what? The union transformation is a multiple input group transformation that is used to merge data from multiple pipelines or pipeline branches into one pipeline branch. It merges data from multiple sources similar to what, sir? Union all of the SQL statement. This is one of the important interview question. Here one confusion is in the database level I have, union is available and also what, sir? Union all also available. Union will give different result, union all will give different result. Union all will provide duplicates. Okay, union will not provide duplicates. Our union, even though I am calling this as union, it is behaving like what? Union all of the SQL. Normally anyone asks a question, union transformation is equivalent to what function in the SQL? Immediately will say union. That is wrong. It is going to work as a union all. Even though I am using union transformation, it is working as a union all. Right. Rules and guidelines for union transformation. You can go and you can see this one. Now next question is, suppose it has to behave like union, what to do? If I don't want to union all result, I want union result, it has to behave like a union, what to do? Any guesses? Yes, it is not removing duplicate rows. If you remove the duplicate rows, that job is done, right? What way you can remove the duplicate rows? How to remove the duplicate rows? Think about it. One more. Any other things? Any things? Go and try to read this documentation and try to get me tomorrow. Okay, we have one simple transformations are available like Sartre transformation and Union transformation using these two combinations. Do you have any option to remove the duplicates? Think about that. I don't want to sort any data, but Sartre transformation I am going to use for the purpose of removing the duplicates. What way you can use this one? We need to understand. We need to understand. That means use this one like this. Your mapping should be available. Your mapping should be available like this. After this union, keep what, sir? Sartre transformation. You keep it. And in the Sartre transformation, you may have one option that is called as remove duplicates. Distinct option is available. Try to select that one and try to run it and see what is happening. Okay, tomorrow I am giving this as exercise. Please try to do it. Okay, so one point you note down that is called as union is working similar to what? Union all of the SQL. Union all of the SQL. Union all of the SQL. Now one more question. Sometimes people used to ask, what is the difference between union all and full outer join? Any relation is there between them? If yes, what is the relation? Union all and full outer join. You can justify if they ask the question, can you differentiate the union all and full outer join? Okay, in place of union all, can I use full outer join, or in place of full outer join, can I use union all? That is a question what they are asking. Then what is your answer? Okay, we cannot use in place of that one. Okay, but we are going to get here also what we are going to get, all the combinations we are getting. Here also we are getting all the combinations even though it is not matching. That is the only one point you can deliver regarding this. Now, let us move on to the next one. With this I completed union transformation. Let us move on to the next one that is called as stored procedure transformation. Using SQL Plus, create a target table with the columns EMP number, salary, tax, and import the table into the Informatica Designer table as shown like this. Okay, basically what we are trying to do is we are trying to create one stored procedure in the database. That one we are using and we are calling into the Informatica. For this first step is I am creating one target table. I am creating this was the target table. Using SQL Plus, create a target table with the columns this one. I am trying to copy this code. Then I am trying to paste into your target schema that is called as B108 TDBU. Right click and go for the get one worksheet. Then I am creating it. Done. Now next point, using SQL Plus, connect to the source database, create a stored procedure or replace procedure, create or replace stored procedure as shown like this one. So I am trying to create or replace it. Let's select this one, Control C. Go to the SQL Plus. What is your source database? HDBU, right? HDBU is something you are using. That's what your source database. So the salary column is coming from where? Salary column. Then okay, better to create this one in the Scott schema. Why? Because salary column, these all things are corresponding to what? Scott. So I am creating in the Scott schema. I am creating. Let us go and try to create the Scott schema. Then password as tiger @ORCL. Then try to paste the query whatever available, edit and paste it. Then /enter. Procedure created. Now let us move on to the next one. Create a mapping with the name of m_stored procedure like this. Click on OK. Drag and drop source as EMP table and target as EMP sproc into the mapping window as shown. Okay, let us go and try to create it. m_, this one, copy it. I am going to the mapping designer. Whatever available here that I am closing it. Click on create. Then provide it. Click on OK. Now I would like to drag and drop. Our source is what? EMP table is our source. Our target is what? I didn't import it, I guess. We created the target table, but we didn't import it. We'll go on, we'll try to import now, connect it. And what is the table name? EMP underscore sproc I created. That one I am selecting, click on OK. Now target table also available. Let's go and try to take the target table into the work area. Into the work area. Now I am closing navigator window, output window I am closing. Now target table is available and source table is available. Both the things are there. Both the things are available. Next what? I want here one stored procedure transformation I am looking for. One stored procedure transformation I am looking for. How to get the stored procedure transformation? Right. If you go to the transformations, here I have one option that is known as import stored procedure option is available. That option we need to use it. Let us go and try to use the same option. We drag and drop like this. Go to the transformations menu bar. There I have one option that is known as import stored procedure option is available. New window will open. In that, provide required details to import the stored procedure as shown below. Okay, let us go and try to do that one. Transformations, import stored procedure. You created in the SCART schema, right? Provide here SCART, then password as tiger. Click on connect. Then you can go on, you can see SCART procedures. Just now we create one procedure that is known as EMP underscore tax. So I am selecting, click on OK. Now I am able to see here salary is going as an input here. Tax is going as a output here. Go and try to do that one, salary as the input. Let me select salary. Salary I am trying to drag and drop here. And tax is the output. Tax I am trying to drag and drop here. Okay, now EMP number and salary you can take directly from the source. You can take it. Salary. Then EMP number you can take from here directly like this. So arrange all iconic. This is how it will be there. We have here stored procedure. From here we are going 2 columns EMP number and salary. From here tax is calculating and is coming. Right, click on OK. From the source qualified transformation, connect salary to the stored procedure, sal port, and connect tax port to the like this. Then connect employee number and salaries as shown like this. Then create a task and create workflow and providing the proper connections to source. Target at session is same as here also and try to do that one. Let us go and try to do the same job. I am saving this one. It's saying as valid. And I'm going to the workflows here. Go to the workflows menu, close it, create one new workflow. What is the name? WF underscore connected stored proc. It is a connected stored proc, so I'm giving same name. Then what is the name we want to provide here? M underscore stored procedure I given. So try to connect both the things. Now go for mappings menu. SQ underscore EMP is coming from where? SCART. And this is coming from where? Target. And total transformations, only 2 transformations requires the database connectivities. In case of expression transformation, we are not giving database connectivity. Filter also we are not giving that one. Any other things also we are not giving except 2 transformations. One is called as stored procedure. Second is called as lookup. These 2 things are required to contact the database directly. Why? Because these 2 things are using database objects directly. Okay. That's the reason this also asking what is your database connectivity. Where is your stored procedure is available? That you need to select here. My stored procedure is available in the SCART schema. So I am selecting SCART. Okay. Even though it is showing as here, it is not available like that it's showing, right? Actually it changed, but it is showing like that. If you go and see the properties, sorry, it's changed or not, sir? It changed. Immediately it may not be showing the things, it's still going to show the dollar target. That doesn't mean that one it didn't change, it changed actually. Okay, click on OK. Now save this one. It is saying as valid. Now I am trying to right click, start workflow from task. Then go to the monitor and you can see it is succeeded. Right click, get run properties. Then we have here 23 records are available, 23 records are loaded. Then go and observe your target table, right click, preview data. Then RR capital, I text small, 1, 2, 3. Now 9500 10 percentage means what, sir? 950. That's what our code is doing here, right? We're calculating tax is equal to salary into 0.1 we are doing. Okay, whatever salary is there, the salary I am sending from the source, then tax I am getting as a output I am getting. Salary is the input parameter, tax is a output parameter. Anyhow, we are touching the stored procedure, right? I request you people to learn the stored procedures, how to create in the database. Okay, go to the any one open SQL book. In the SQL book, we have the stored procedure. Compulsory the concept will be there. Try to read end to end the stored procedure. Okay. Now let us go for one more thing. One more exercise is available in the stored procedure is known as unconnected. Unconnected. Same job I will do using the unconnected. Same job I will do using the unconnected. So I am trying to create here one more mapping with the name of m underscore stored procedure unconnected. Let us say designer, close it. Then go to the mappings menu, close this one. Mappings menu, create it. M underscore stored procedure unconnected. Okay. Now I want to drag and drop the sources and targets. I need to drag and drop here. Okay, as usual, source is what? Same EMP I am taking as a source. Then what is your target? Same thing I am taking as a target. Now you want to call here stored procedure, you want to call it that to unconnected, right? So take here transformations, first import the stored procedure, connect it. Then I am trying to take here procedures, EMP underscore tax I am taking, that's okay. Now I don't want to connect directly this one. I don't want to connect directly. That is the reason we are introducing here one transformation. The transformation is known as what transformation? Expression transformation we are trying to introduce. In the expression transformation, we are trying to take employee number and salaries. We are trying to take as input. Then we are trying to calculate here one more column. One more column is what? Tax. It is not coming from the input. And go for here down arrow mark. Then here we are trying to call our stored procedure. We are not calculating manually. We are trying to call that stored procedure. And this sal dot proc underscore result is available, right? It is a keyword. Note in the above, proc underscore result is the keyword to capture the output. That is as part of the syntax. You need to remember that one. Proc underscore result is the keyword. Okay, let us go and try to do this part. I am trying to take here expression transformation, introduce it. Then I want here employee number column. Then I want here salary column. Double click on this one. Then go to the ports tab. Salary column. This one I am trying to add here one column as called as tax. It's not coming from input. It's not coming from input, so I am disabling it. Then I want to call here stored procedure. I want to call it. To call the stored procedure, the syntax you need not remember. Here I have the stored procedure. Double click on this one. Then automatically we got here colon sp dot emp underscore tax. Whatever it is available, it is coming. What you want to pass here, that is important. That is important here. So you need to pass here sal dot proc results is available, right? That's what we need to pass it. Sal comma means what? First is input parameter. Comma proc underscore result is what? Output parameter. Sal you can take from the ports. Here I have the salary. Double click comma proc underscore result. Yeah, predefined one. Suppose if I written something like this, it's saying as invalid. Suppose if I, sorry, where it is available, you're saying, right? Here it is not available. Here it is not available. We need to remember that one. We need to follow the document. Is it available here anyway? See here it is not available. In the list it is not there. You need to remember this one, or else you need to go for the help documentation of the stored procedure. If you go for the help documentation of the stored procedure, then stored procedure transformation overview, then we can go and we can get that proc underscore result. Hmm? By using assign the output value to the system variable, this is called as proc underscore result. This is a system inbuilt variable. You have any way here it is available? Let us go and see it. This is what the system variables means. Here I don't have any. That list by default is not available. By default it is not there. Okay, we need to remember by experience we'll get that one. That's not a big deal. Or else you need to go for the help documentation. From there you need to get that one. Exclusive for stored procedure to capture the output. From stored procedure, if you want to capture the output, this for the syntax. Make it as like that. Okay, make it as, remember this as a syntax. So the salary is nothing but we are passing as a input and we are getting output as a this one. Output actually tax is the output, but to capture the tax, proc underscore result is the syntax. If you given something wrongly also, it is going to throw the error. Suppose I am given G something I given. Validate saying as error. Sorry? Okay, it is comma only. No. It's comma only, but it appears like it is dot. It's comma only. If I return dot, let us go and see it. It is if I get written here dot, then what is happening? It is going to throw error. Okay, it should be comma only. In material it may be something visibility problem. That's it. Validate. Click on OK. Now OK. Now I want to connect here to the target, employee number to the employee number, salary to the salary, tax to the tax. Right click, arrange all iconic. Here what you need to notice is stored procedure is connected here. No, not connected with the existing mapping. That is the reason it is called as unconnected stored procedure. Unconnected stored procedure transformation. Now go to the transformations menu. Sorry, mappings menu. Validate it. It is showing as it is valid. Repositories menu. Save it. Now go to the workflows manager. Let's say workflows. Click on create. WF underscore unconnected stored procedure. Take the session task and we have here m underscore sp underscore unconnected. Try to connect both the things. Double click mappings menu sk underscore emp. This as Scott and this one as target and this one as stored procedure is available in the Scott schema. So I am selecting the Scott. Now click on OK. Try to save it. And also one more thing I am doing. Already in our target table we have the data, right? That is the reason I am enabling here one option that is known as truncate target table option. I am enabling. Click on OK. Save it. It is saying as valid. Now I want to run this one. Let us go and try to run it. Right click. Then start workflow from task. Then you can go and you can observe in the monitor. You can go and you can observe in the monitor. It is running, succeeded. Once it is succeeded, if you go and see again your target, preview data, RR capital, ITEX small, 1, 2, 3, then we got the same result or not? Same results we got. This is how to do the connected and how to do the unconnected. Can you tell the differences between connected and unconnected? Any differences you found? Expression, that is okay. And here only one output only we are reading, right? Only one output only we are reading. If I want multiple outputs, in case of connected means simply I can do it. But in case of unconnected, how to read the multiple outputs? We are passing here salary as the input. Only one input we are passing. And only one output we are getting here. In case of connected, what I can do, if I want multiple inputs, I can pass. Multiple outputs means I can do it very simply. Here tomorrow you need to do the resets in the help document. How to get here multiple outputs. Suppose I have total salary also, I want it. I am extending my logic. I want to do what? Total salary also I want it. Then how to get the total salary? How to get the total salary? In the stored procedure level, I created two output ports. I created one is tax, one is total salary. That's what the major difference between function and stored procedure, right? Function capability is what? Only one return port. In case of stored procedure, what? Multiple return ports are available in the database level. Multiple return ports, how to capture here? In case of connected means I can capture it, no problem. In case of unconnected means how to capture it. That you need to do the research by reading some kind of help document here. You come to understand it. If you see here, I will show you. Supported databases, error handling, free session, session errors, configuring unconnected transformation, calling a stored procedure from an expression, proc underscore results by using proc within an expression, parameter from stored procedure passes to another stored procedure. It returns a single output parameter or a return value, but not both. Use the reserved variable called as proc result. This is what the syntax, already you know it. Then if the stored procedure returns multiple, yeah, this is the one. If the stored procedure returns multiple output parameters, you must create variable for each output parameter. For example, if you create a port called as variable output 2 for the stored procedure expression and a variable called as variable output 1, then the expression appears like this. So in ID variable output 1, and we need to pass here proc underscore result. The value of the second output port is applied to the output port for this. Just read this paragraph and try to understand how to get the total salary also. Expand your stored procedure also as to capture the total salary and try to apply here. Okay, please read this one. Next one is available. That's called as transaction control transformation. Transaction control transformation. Fine. I don't have the document. Okay. See this one. This is first of all active transformation. Okay, transaction control transformation is active and it is connected. Transaction control transformation is active and it is connected. Power Center lets you control commit and roll back transactions based on a set of rows that pass through a transaction control transformation. Okay, if you want to commit, you can commit. If you want to roll back, you can roll back based on some condition. Based on some condition. A transaction is a set of rows bound by commit or rollback rows. You can define a transaction based on varying number of input rows. You might want to define transaction based on a group of rows ordered on a common key, such as employee ID or order entry date something. In Power Center, you define transaction control at the following levels. Within a mapping, you can define it. Within a mapping, use the transaction control transformation to define the transactions. You define transactions using an expression in a transaction control transformation based on the return value of the expression. You can choose to commit or roll back or continue without any transaction changes. After, let us say, 1000 rows are inserted, if you want, you can issue the commit. Or if you want to issue the rollback, you can issue the rollback. Or you want to continue means without doing anything, you can continue it. That's what it's saying. Within a session, when you configure a session, you configure it for user-defined commit. You can choose to commit or roll back a transaction if the integration service fails to transform or write any route onto the target. So in the session level also, we have this option is available. Now, when you run the session, the integration service evaluates the expression for each row that enters the transformation. When it evaluates a commit row, it commits all rows in the transaction to the target or targets. When the integration service evaluates to a rollback, it rollbacks all the rows in the transaction from the target or targets. Whenever 1000 entry is coming, it is committing means it's going to commit all the previous things also. I executed 100 insert statements I executed. One time if you commit also that is enough. 100 statements will be committed. Right. In the mapping as a float file target, you can generate an output file each time that integration service starts a new transaction. You can dynamically name each target float file whatever you want it. I mean to say, first 1000 records, one float file. Second 1000 records, I want one more float file. Third 1000 records, I want one more float file. Different float files I want. Okay, how you can do that? And that also you can do using transaction control. Now, transaction control transformation properties are, this is what the transformations tab, ports tab, properties tab, metadata extension tab, four tabs are available in this one. What are the things are available in the properties tab? If you go and see here directly, transformations, create, transaction control, give some name, done, double click. This is what it's saying, transformations, ports, properties, metadata extension. In the properties, main activities, transaction control condition is what? TC underscore continue transaction, or whatever else conditions you want, that conditions you can keep here. Whatever other conditions you want, you can go ahead and you can keep here the conditions you want it. So if you go and see here the conditions available, as these are the conditions are available. TC commit before, TC commit after, TC rollback before, TC rollback after, TC continue. These are the 5 things are available. What is each one we need to understand briefly. TC commit before, type is what sir? Constant. Commit and begin a new transaction before this row return to the target. Whatever previous things are available is going to commit it, then is going to process further. Write this row to the target and commit the transaction and begin as a new transaction. Rollback also similar functionalities. Continue means what? Don't do anything. No transaction changes will be performed for this row. This is the default TC expression. By default, this is what the expression will be there. Now, let us go and try to understand that one. I am writing here one condition. Now, on the properties tab, you can configure the following properties: transaction control expression, tracing level. Enter the transaction control expression in the transaction control condition field. The transaction control expression uses the if function to test each row against the condition. Use the following syntax for the expression: if condition value 1, value 2. Suppose what is my goal is, condition I am writing as department number is equal to 10. Whenever department number is equal to 10 record is came, then what I want to do is, I want to do here TC underscore commit before. Commit before. That means what is happening? Before processing this record, it's going to commit all the other things. If not, then I am saying as TC underscore continue. TC underscore continue. If this condition is failing, it's going to continue for the next records and that. Okay, right. So condition I written here, department number is equal to 10, right? Whatever you want, you can write it basically. Whatever you want, you can write it basically. The expression contains values that represents actions the integration service performs based on the written value of the condition. The integration service evaluates the condition on a row by row basis. The written value determines whether the integration service commits rollbacks or makes no transaction changes to the row. When the integration service issues a commit or rollback based on the written value of the expression, it begins a new transaction. Use the following built-in variables to do this one. One is TC continue. The integration service does not perform any transaction change for this row. This is the default value of the expression. These things are also available similarly. Please walk through it in the lab. Okay. Now, example. You want to use transaction control to write order information based on the order entry date. You want to ensure that all orders entered on any given date are committed to the target in the same transaction. To accomplish this, you can create a mapping with the following transformation. One is sorter transformation, second is expression transformation we are using. Sort the source data by order entry date. What I mean to say is, let us say I have 5000 records are available, different order dates. What I want to do is, first order date, one order date, all the 100 records are whatever available. It is loaded. Then I want to commit it. Then I want to go for the new entry. Not next, just after commit. Yeah. Correct. Suppose one simple example, what you can, first we'll read out, then we'll go for the example. Expression transformation use local variables to determine whether the date entered is a new date or not. The following table describes the ports in the expression transformation. Date entered. Okay, port name is date entered, expression is date entered, description is input or output port, receives and process the date. Now, new date, if date entered is equal to previous date, if date entered is equal to previous date, then we are saying as 0, 1, both are equal. That means what, sir? False you are saying. New date, it is not a new date. False means what? It is not a new date we are saying. Variable port tests the current value for the date entered against the stored value for the date entered in the variable port, previous date. Previous date is equal to date entered, whatever value is available, that value you are assigning here. Then variable port receives the value for the date entered. Date underscore out. This is what total it is happening. See this one. Whatever data is available here, that one we are trying to sort it first. Then we are going for the expression transformation. This expression transformation is going to validate the given record is the previous record and this record. Dates are same or not is going to validate. If new date is equal to 1, then we are saying as what, sir? TC commit. Where we are writing this one? This one we are writing here, we are writing. New date is equal to 1, then we are saying as TC commit before. Otherwise we are saying as TC continue the transaction. Okay, the following figure shows complete mapping using transaction control transformation. Okay, the integrated service evaluates ports by dependencies. The order in which ports display in a transformation must match the order of evaluation input ports, variable ports and output ports. You got it, this one? Any questions on this? This diagram you are able to understand? Using transaction control transformation in mappings, very simply you can use it like this. Here I am using transaction control one time. Here I am using transaction control one more time. In n number of places you want to do it, you can do it n number of places. Now, sample transaction control mapping with multiple targets. Here I have multiple targets are there. No, not like that. After any transformation, you can use the transaction control. No problem. Oh, okay. After transaction control, do you have any rules like this is what we need to use? You are saying, right? No, not like that. Anything you can use. Here is here. After transaction control, I use sorter. Here I use directly target. Here I am passing this one to the expression and aggregation. Like this. Okay, you can use it. Anything you can use it. Right. I request you people to walk through this notes once. Okay, as of now, I given you a simple example in a way you can understand it. Let us walk through that one. What I am trying to do is, if you see this logic here, simply I am saying as TC continue transaction. What is the meaning? Without doing any here, if salary is what? Greater than 2,500, it is going to validate the salary is what? If the salary is greater than 2,500, whenever that record is came, then up to that I am committing it. Commit before, then try to process it. Otherwise, we can commit that later. We are saying it. Okay, or you can write here continue. You can write it whatever you want. Okay, this is what I am trying to do it. Let us go and try to do the same job. I hope you can do in the lab this one, right? Can you? Okay, do this one. Okay, tomorrow we'll try to see some other exercise or same exercise in the same. Okay, thank you.